Hey stars, welcome to my American Girl channel. My name is Kaylee. You can follow me on Instagram at agstar91. So today I'm going to be opening my second American Girl doll as an adult. I had 4 when I was a child and I got another one more recently, but this one is going to be my first truly me, the American Girl of today, that kind of line. I've never had one of those before. I was always kind of interested in the historicals as a child. I really liked their stories. I had always wanted one of the Girl of Today dolls, but my parents and everything were kind of more into the story behind the historicals, and they liked that it taught me some history. So this is going to be my first one. As a kid, I always had classic molds. I do have one Josefina mold now. We'll get to that in another video, but this is going to be my first truly me. So let's get started. Let's see. I haven't opened it fully yet. My husband did open up the sides for me, so hopefully she's great. There, you see her face? Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Her hair is actually like much softer than I was thinking, and for a second I freaked out because I thought that she had her eye was messed up because the hair was stuck in her eyelash, but she looks pretty great, I think. She does have a little scuff or a little mark, shine mark on her cheek. You can see that, but I think that I can fix that. Overall, she's pretty good. She's got a few little scuffs and shine marks. She does have her tag. It says 2013 on it, which is cool because that's an important year to me. So Truly Me 40, which is this doll, is a Jess mold. She came out in 2009 for the Truly Me whatever line. She came out in 2009, which is another important year for me. My other doll that is a historical that I have made, my little mini me, she also came out in 2009. So I'm like, I think that that's pretty cool. Oh my god, I'm like upset. I'm like shaking. I'm so excited. She's so cute. I'm kind of sad that you guys are looking at her and not me. Her limbs are pretty tight. That's pretty good. I mean, her arm's pretty stiff, but even if they weren't, I could fix that. Her legs are a little loose, but they hold up, so that's good. Let's see if we can get her to stand. I'm going to clean her before I put an outfit on her, but I do have I have a couple of the Truly Me outfits that she would have come in. And I have some things to do with her hair. I honestly don't think that I'm going to have to do much to her. Like, she's got those little bit of marks, but I'll have to clean her. But I think that overall she's pretty good. She doesn't smell funky, so that's good. Oh my god, I'm just obsessed. Let's see. Oh no. Oh, that's disappointing though. I don't think they disclosed that in the pictures. I got her from Mercari. Her hair is great, but why are her eyes like funky? So she's got these marks on her eyelids. I don't know if I can get that out. I don't know what to do about that. Looks like pencil or something. Or maybe it's just like things coming off. I don't know. She looks so cute though. And Truly Me 40 seems to be hard to find. I like her a lot. I was thinking of getting Truly Me 30, which is very similar, but she has dark hair, but it's like layered. And the like secondhand ones, the hair just looks terrible from everything I've seen. But I'm kind of disappointed about the eyes. I mean, you can't see them when she's, you know, up, right? But I don't know. The seller might not have disclosed that, and I'm kind of disappointed. I mean, overall, she's so cute, though. She's so cute. She's darling. I recently moved back to my hometown to be near my family, and I got my American Girls out of my parents' house and brought them to my house and was going through them. And I was like, I wanted to show my husband, I'm like, hey, I want to show you like a little brief history of American Girl. And like, so we were watching some videos on YouTube and everything. And I started learning about AGIG and AG Tube. And I'm like, oh, this is really cool. Like, I am sad that I wasn't into this sooner, but I'm really glad to be a part of the community now. And I'm really hoping to like meet some people, make some friends that kind of have some of the same interests as me. This has been a quick dive back into the American Girl world for me, but I am very excited. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and show her to my husband and see if I can find out anything about the eyes while we make dinner. And then I'm going to come back and clean her. When I was looking to get it, I wanted a doll with a different hair length because I have some dolls with longer hair and I have a doll with very short hair. So I thought that then this doll was cool. I didn't want layers because they don't hold up well, I feel like, from what I've seen. But yeah, so I think we'll get going. So I'll be back. Okay, let's get her all clean. Starting out with a wire brush. I use a wire doll hairbrush. This one is a Pleasant Company. And then you're just going to want to use a small squirt bottle just of plain water, nothing else, just water. I use this one from the travel section at Target. It is small enough to carry around with you. You just spray the water, being careful not to get in her eyes, and brush from the bottom and working on up. Then I put her hair back so it's out of her way. Then I decided to start on the eyes first because they were worrying me. So I put a little bit of acetone in the lid and dabbed it on a Q-tip with some paper towel just to kind of make sure there wasn't any liquid to get down into her eyes, and just kind of hoped it worked. And it did for the most part. Then I started using magic eraser. I cut my magic eraser into small pieces so it's easier to work with, and just squirt it with water so that it's more contained and it's not all soaking wet. Being very careful around her eyes, her face paint, all of that. Working down on her arms and legs and just wiping it down with microfiber cloth as I go. Being extra careful with the fingers because that's where all the grooves, all the dirt will sit, because a lot of girls will hold the doll's hand or move the hand to do poses. It's just kind of going over, and you end up having to probably go over more than once to make sure that it's all clean. I did notice when I was cleaning there was an extra spot on her leg right here, so I had to use a little bit of acetone to try and get that off. For the most part, it came off. She was in pretty good condition other than these small marks, so just extra care when you are looking on online selling options, or if you find it somewhere in person, just to do some extra work. We'll brush her hair again because it's all flopping around. There she is. Look at how cute she is. She looks so good. All right, then working in on the scuff and shine marks, I used micro mesh. It is what this collectors recommend. These very fine, basically sandpaper. So you start out with a lower number for the more coarse, the more detailed things, and the higher number to kind of buff. And just go from there and just kind of work around it, try and get those marks out. Then it was time to take her apart, take her head off, take out all that stuffing. Looks like so much stuffing, but I promise it'll all go back in. Just taking it all out and being careful that you have a space to work with it. I did try to use these little plastic elastics first, and it did not work, so I ended up having to use the little cloth, like actual hair ties. Basically, you just pull the strings from the limbs tight, really tight, and then tie the hair tie around it, being extra careful to pull as tight as you can. And then kind of making sure that the limbs kind of hold up. Going from limb to limb there. Her arms were already decently tight, but I figured while I'm in there, then working on stuffing it all back in. And what I use is the wooden handle part of this large spatula or a wooden spoon to shove back down the stuffing into the harder to reach places so that it'll actually all fit back inside the body. This is really tough, and it kind of takes some trial and error just to try and get it to look the right shape. And I feel like it'll never be perfect, but it's better than her kind of flopping over. I've done this a couple times now. It does get a little easier the more you do it, and you can always do it over. You can always take it apart and do it again.
I tie her hair back so that it's out of the way when I put her head back on. This also takes a little bit of time because you do have to tighten it, make sure it's laying straight. I usually end up having to tie it more than once. You just kind of have to be careful and just go from there.
So I have seemed to get most of the marks off of her skin, and I put her back together and she looks pretty good. Anyways, I am now going to pierce her ears, and as far as ear piercings go, I personally like the look of human earrings, which these are some that I've picked out. I did get them from a big pack from Walmart. They're in the kids section, just really tiny studs. I like the look of those better because there are a lot more choices for people earrings than there are for the American Girl earrings. And the American Girl earrings leave a much bigger hole. So if you're going to take the earrings out of your doll, it's much more noticeable. At least from what I've heard from other people, I've seen and I've read, I don't have any dolls that have American Girl ear piercings already, but I don't like the way it looks. So I did pierce my first doll that I got as an adult that I was talking about earlier. I did pierce her ears, so I'm going to do that with this doll. So what you'll need: a ruler if you want to be super precise, a pencil to mark it so that you know where you're going, and then push pins. You don't need two, but I just think it kind of helps. So what I'm going to do is pick out where they're going to go, measure it, look on both sides, and then we're going to pierce your ears. What you're going to do is you're going to take the push pin, and I'm sorry if this isn't the easiest for you to see. I'm going to try, but I just push in. Hopefully you can kind of see here. But so I just find the spot on the pencil mark and just kind of slowly start working it in. Oop. Don't do that. Okay. So now she kind of looks like a little Frankenstein. I did use black push pins just so you could see. So if she wanted to be old school goth or Frankenstein, that would work. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to get her dressed. I am going to leave the push pins in there just so they have a little bit more time to like set, I guess, sort of, while I get her ready, while I get her dressed. Here she is. This is Truly Me 40. I've decided to name her Della Mae Cornwall. The name Della is inspired by Donald Duck's sister, Della Duck. I'm a really big fan of Donald Ducks, and I love ducks in general. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, I appreciate you so much for being here. It would mean the world to me if you would like and subscribe to my channel. I have lots of things planned, but I would welcome any and all of your ideas. If you guys have any thoughts of things you'd like me to cover, things you'd like to see or talk about, please leave a comment below. Definitely also follow me over on my Instagram at agstar91. Thank you again for being here. I'm glad to be part of this community and excited to see where this will go. I'm hoping to make some new friends that are involved in this community, as well as getting some inspiration and ideas for things, because this does really make me happy to be part of this community again. That meant so much to me when I was a child. So again, thank you so much for being here. I hope you all have a spectacular day. Stick around on my channel because I have lots more planned. Again, like and subscribe. Thank you so much. Bye.